Ebusuafo ne ahwafo emu bi akobade ba Unidek TV so send the day kan obodi answer betumi emi subscribe button no so no subscribe na for like na wetumi a share no we comment was ne betumi.
You know, it's your boy Captain to the Planet. I'm here to talk to you about Unidek TV. Please subscribe to Unidek TV. Subscribe.
Etiefo empenyifo se okusie empie ewia okusie pie ewia na kire se asemesi na onim se omanya yetimu yi openyi ba ko a wotim former president Kufuor ever since occur retirement say waye kum pa na obete se papa be kasa na kire se ade bia serious na papa ya ba be kasa on a year Alban Bagbin any parliament ni Supreme Court ni Afenyo Markin nsensem na utie nsem a year former president Kufuor or catch Alban Bagbin say Alban Bagbin should show leadership. Current parliamentary standoff na AC no or say a year embarrassing a year nimguasesem AC Alban Bagbin won't show leadership won't show say what ye bema unjina ni naso. Na bema ya papa walking. To which effect? Is it to the effect say MPP4 epese ye di omo pe. Ene ne trese ni bakrone ye bema. Ana say Alban Bagbin interest wo ye bema no na ne trese Alban Bagbin jina ne nanso na ma won feed the Supreme Court taken. Because me oka dem say Alban Bagbin no interest wo ye bema me meka ne say the Supreme Court taken no mo feed. And no na me no meka say Alban Bagbin ye bema. But Kufuor, former president, His Excellency can say Alban Bagbin show say oye bema and no to which effect. Yanko and also Nyen Kenkai na Nkrofo NTS. Or say former president of Ghana, John Ajekum Kufuor, has urged Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin to exercise strong leadership amidst the ongoing standoff in Parliament over majority seating arrangements. Kufuor expressed disappointment over the situation, describing it as an embarrassing impasse that could tarnish Bagbin's otherwise distinguished career. It was a sad way AC a yeningwa someone say Alban Bagbin wan hwe ya ne career no e de fin ebetale ho. Also the standoff stems from the Supreme Court's recent decision to stay Bagbin's earlier ruling declaring 4 parliamentary seats vacant. Members of the New Patriotic Party disagree with Bagbin in his ruling, while those of the National Democratic Congress are holding on to Bagbin's ruling. But the Bagbin's ruling, in effect, tilted the balance of power in the House in favor of the NDC, who now claim the majority of the parliamentarians. Now, say despite the ruling by the Supreme Court, NDC MPs continue to assert their newfound majority status in the chamber, occupying seats previously reserved for MPP majority. In response, members of parliament from the New Patriotic Party led by their leader, Afenyo Markin, have refrained from entering the chamber, hoping to avoid potential physical confrontations. Their absence has effectively stalled proceedings and underscored the tense atmosphere surrounding the majority-minority debate. Speaking in an interview with Asempa FM, Kufuor emphasized the importance of Speaker Bagbin's role in resolving the impasse and called on him to prioritize stability and decorum in the House. It was say Alban Bagbin on no be to miyama Bronicas stability na tre say event say what you say inti Alban Bagbin no be to miyama pepepe yo ayeden isi e wo parliament so Alban Bagbin eno betumi ama asumdue yes AC ewo parliament. It was say he warned that if left unchecked, the current situation could damage Bagbin's reputation and undermine his contributions to Ghana's political landscape. I say I will plead with the Speaker of Parliament to step up and show leadership. What's happening in Parliament is embarrassing. It can destroy the illustrious record. It can destroy his illustrious record. So this is what former President Kufuor eka say Alban Bagbin and here ade a wo ye no ebe say, but it's rather unfortunate say in this article no former President Kufuor didn't say what Alban Bagbin should do. Okay, in the article didn't report on what former President Kufuor told Alban Bagbin to do. But I also read somewhere say former President Kufuor somewhere what can they say sir 4 MPs now omo yamo omo we no asa yaji omo seat no former President Kufuor ka say any kwan say yaji omo seat. I don't know. I want to find that story. Let me go find that story and then I'll add it and then we'll do a reaction. So this is what's this is the story, graphic online. So as I'm saying, the article we read, former President Kufuor yantise wokan bibia in the sense ebia Alban Bagbin show leadership no yantise wokacha Alban Bagbin say leadership no eyede main tie Supreme Court for ana leadership no tie MPP for na ye de MPP for no pe ana tie because sisi asen ye kan between MPP and NDC inti no leadership no wanka de Alban Bagbin ontie wanka omo a wontie omo. Anyway, so let's continue with the same story. Related story, right? Or say the 4 MPs, and I want to believe that maybe this story can let us understand where Kufuor is standing. Former President Kufuor ye MPP into obviously we are all expecting him to stand with the MPP. But or say the 4 MPs cannot be said to have crossed carpets in this parliament. Former President Kufuor. Now, or say the intentions expressed by 4 MPs of Parliament to contest the December 7, 2024 parliamentary election is elections in different capacities from status on which they are presently in Parliament cannot be concluded as cross carpets. Former President John Agyekum Kufuor has said. He said Ghanaians were watching what was happening in the House of Parliament and therefore there was no need to use any tactics or technicalities to disturb the peace of the country when Ghanaians were well aware of how they want to vote for which side to lead the House. Touching on the reasons for which the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, recently informed the House that 4 members have crossed carpet and that their seats have become vacant, a matter which was presently before the Supreme Court for interpretation of Article 97, Mr. Kufuor said to him he does not believe that it can be concluded that the said 4 MPs the said 4 members of Parliament have crossed carpets in this present Parliament, since their intentions are geared towards the next Parliament, which starts on January 7, 20. You see, it hurts me, Therefore, let us bring things down and then try to explain. But it hurts me. I'm not going to lie. It hurts me, say. Someone like former President Kufuor will also be speaking this way. I'm not going to lie to you. It hurts me very much. So someone like former President Kufuor will be speaking this way. Yanko Parliament in Branimu, Article 97. Yanko Nyenkin Kain. Because I don't know where MPP for Omokokonya sa meaning where Omuni na kamende from former President Kufuor ye penny to me cause someone no more can no so ati be can that me yes I disrespect. But anyway, Article 97 no. Let us explain. Ni who ne say adie no eye boapayo and answer ye there because it simply doesn't make sense to me that even a former President Kufuor will say this. How? You see Article 97 no omo ye fiwe online so. Let us read Article 97. Now, this is Article 97. Or say if a member leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election to join another party or remains in Parliament as an independent or under Article 97H, if he was elected as an independent candidate and subsequently joins a political party, such an act will terminate the tenure of that member of parliament. This is as clear as day. So why is it that MPP phone na any Kufuor mon semo mo can say nipa kro no ye ka say ebe affecting in the next parliament na this current parliament? How is it going to affect the person in the next parliament when in the article no uti asemo a wokan Charlie, is this that difficult for people to understand? As idea ne simple na esan say ye pe ye kwan yinti no ye pesi ye yusu yankasa ye meaning be. But how is former President Kufuor saying this? Former President Kufuor asemo or see to him, and you see that is why Onoka say to me, you see send your Onoka no to me wadam fudi university mekai ye wo university no ensem ya wo di bia na ne nsem nye de bia se ye argument na asem de bia nye de na asem bia nye de na ohwe na se o man evidence na man evidence na man evidence you asem o kan se masa de wo kan no mate na so to me ne de eno no kan sa na to me nso ni mu because of person tre say de wo kan de ye no kware na so wo no de ohun ne se onfa obetumi obeka ne sen inti so obi person kan asem no ka say to me media asem na kan de no kware na so media say na metiase a also hu ne se ni background no or person taking entrenched position. And I'm very sad that former President Kufuor is also doing that. Or say, to him, he does not believe that it can be concluded that the said 4 MPs have crossed carpet in the present parliament, since their intentions are geared towards the next parliament, which starts on January 7th. Okay, so if their intentions, okay, is for the next parliament, then the omo asesa party na wo ka se enye nde na wo se affect yo mo a time na affect yo mo omo akwa join party foforo no a wo mo aba parliament ya to aba mo aba parliament wi na amfiance ye be ka say oh the previous parliament etwemu no now ye MPP ni but this new parliament awaba no waba as a different political party nti ya mpene ma won ba na sani. So etie for same way, does it even make sense to you? Do you even understand it? Does it make sense to you? Na enye say ya adwin say ye nka no kware a na nka same way was say ye debate on. Otie the wording of Article 97 tie or say if a member leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election. Jesus Christ, is this not English? What is the time of the election? Is it not currently? Yatu Nipakono Swaba for 4 years no. That 4 years no was the time of Nipakrono. That person is called an elected member of parliament within the 4 years. 4 years ni kemu na Nipakrono wamba bioma onye elected member of parliament or a former member of parliament. So at the time of election is during the 4 years whilst the person is still in parliament. That is the duration. That is the time of election. If the Article 97 is clear in the word that at the time of election, Nipakrono joining a different party and as a walk-on independent, Nipakrono will lose ni seat. Yes, that be. Former President Kufuor said that be. To me, ne dia mentias yes, me dia mentias yes, Nipakrono will lose ni seat no in the next government ayeba. The next government, is it the time of the person's election? Is it the current time of the person's election? It is future. Whether the person will even be elected or not, you don't know. So you can't talk about the future. We are talking about current. At the time of election. How is this difficult? How is this difficult for anyone to understand? Enya bonen ye pesi ye di, enya bo apayo bi, enya ego bi, ene peja yemu a. How is it that ye betina honi akase o media menti asie media menti? How are we doing this to ourselves? Etie for mon country me, how is it that we are doing this to ourselves? How? Is it fair? Is it fair? How are we doing this to ourselves? Do we have conscience at all? How can you tell? See, it does not believe it can be concluded that the 4 MPs of parliament have crossed carpets since their intentions are geared towards the next parliament, which starts on January 7th. So when should they receive the and yes, Article 97 because the MPP for now can and then that is Article 97. There is no sense in it, and this is the reason why I'm saying there is no sense in it. Okay, Yate. So what if Nipa Chrono this time and I will contest about with a ticket of MPP, and at this time all contested on the ticket as independent. Now more catch and say, and yet time when there was any Pakuno lose ni sit in next government, no, and a next election. What if the next election the person doesn't get elected? What does it mean? What if in the next election the person doesn't get elected? Is it by force? Is it automatic that the person and the what person will free the party eco party for front? Is it automatic that the person will be elected in the next election? So what if the person doesn't get elected? That means then Article 97 is useless. That means Article 97 is useless. Say nipa kono wenya ya electing the biom for the next, because mona mo kan say mo dia mo tia say the next government. It is the next government no nipa kono ya electing the biom, and not say Article 97 no useless. Is that what you people want us to I mean, is that what you people are telling us? Is that what you people are telling? And then MPP for is it the water you people drink or what? And then MPP for idea very simple, say more person more complicated, no, just for your parochial interest. I don't understand. How are you going to tell us? Say media metiasia say idea no for the next way no so automatic. If it was automatic, say Obia or parliaments and they be no by force or no or beba parliaments the next 4 years, their metias say Article 97 no ebia ebetumi achia say the next time ne de ye ma womba. But in the next parliament, any automatic so beba biom. It is any bakune di bonene sisi ana. Not to say wamba bioma on receive punishment too. And the framers of the constitution no enya sa no modwen ye. That is why they used simple English phrase say at the time of his election. At the time of his election, that is the simple English we should all understand. One can say the future election. At the time, it is current. The person is supposed to lose their seat. But former President Kufuor, you were in this country and you saw Professor Michael Kwe do the same thing. That one, you didn't come out to say anything. NDC 4 year, this is what you think. Charlie, look, no quarry, MPP for penny for more chroma. You guys have disappointed us. Truly, you guys have disappointed. 2016, year to Obama MPP no. Muma yeti assess MPP muna moyen embranim for muna nkamu nimdie. But that simple matter way, send ya ba, baby a mo person mo de asem na funny, baby a mo de fano. Charlie, am I yeti assess idea no? Charlie, anyway, one time your comment box Timo, but I see.
Abusuafo ne ahwefo e mo bia kwaba ba Unidek TV so send the dey kan obodi answer betumi emi subscribe button no so no subscribe na for like na wetumi a share no we ja comment was ne betumi.
You know, it's your boy Captain to the Planet. I'm here to talk to you about Unidek TV. Please subscribe to Unidek TV. Subscribe.